Given Chance's farm. Today we're going to be out here on the wood lathe. I've got a couple pieces of this Bethlehem Olive Wood, and it has the certificate from it to say it's actually from Bethlehem, and I'm going to attempt to make this into a honey dipper, and then once we're done turning it into a honey dipper, I'll sand it down. And then so far my choice that I'm thinking of for the finish of this, because it's going to be going into honey, is I'll probably end up finishing it just with mineral oil. So it'd be similar to what you would do for, some people use that just for cutting boards, but we'll see what we do to finish it. I got to get it to the finished product first. So we're going to be testing out a few new tools today as well, because with this piece of wood being so small, the lathe actually, when I got it, it came with a 12-inch tool rest, so it's kind of hard to get the 12-inch tool rest in there close enough for a 6-inch piece of wood. So it's taken me a little while, because this is an older Craftsman lathe. I did actually find on eBay a 6-inch tool rest, so the only difference that I noticed from it so far is the post of it. Pretty significant difference. So we're going to see if we can make it work, and then we'll be able to get this going. So we get everything set up. I've already, I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but I've already put an X across here from corner to corner. That way I can find my center point on both ends, and we can get this set up. Basically go right there. Bring the tailstock over. Make sure we got enough pressure on it that it's going to actually turn. So we're probably going to have to put just a little bit more on there. Takes me a little while to get set up. I'm still learning all this myself. It's only had this lathe on a few times, so but I'm hoping that this tool rest will actually work on here, because I actually have some pin kits that I want to turn. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yep, okay. So now then we'll get the tool rest set up. see which direction I gotta go to try and get it as close as I can to it. That looks pretty good right there. Alright, so got that all set up. Make sure we get the sticker off here. Don't want that gumming up my tools. So. I'll set that to the side, that way I know what I'm turning. The other newer tool that we've got here is, we went from the steel tools that came with the lathe that was my grandfather's to, on this one I bought a carbide tip tool. So this one here is the Easy Start Finish by Easy Wood Tools. So, and this is the round tip on there. So the only other time prior to getting this lathe that I'd ever turned anything was at the wood show, and I actually turned a pin there on a Penn State Industries. It was the I think it was a Turn Crafter variable speed, and then there we used the carbide tools. So we're going to turn it on. I'm going to start rounding it off, taking the corners off. So alright, I got it rounded out now. It's got a few spots in it where it's not exactly smooth all the way across, but this is going to be taken down anyway. So we're going to start at this end, and I'll make the grooves in the ball part of the honey dipper, and then I'll thin it out through here, and then down here I'll make a ball for the handle part of it. And because of the points of the center points, I'm actually going to start in just a little bit at each end, and then I'll come back in and I'll cut those off that way, where the center points actually punch into the blank. We'll take that off. It'd be easier for me to inset that and start my design. That way I can just cut it off instead of having to sand it and try and get that out. So we'll continue going, and I'll show you a little bit more as I go. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the parting tool. I'm just going to kind of use it to measure. So I want to come back in about 2 widths of the parting tool to kind of start my design. And then from there, I'm going to go about I'll make grooves about the width of this parting tool. And I'm going to make 5 of them for the ball part of the honey dipper. So since I'm still new at this, I'm just going to kind of judge it right about there. So I'm going to make a mark with my pencil. And then the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to turn the lathe on and put the pencil up there. Okay, we'll go there, actually be the end of it. So I'll kind of taper that around, and at this end I'll taper that around, and then I'll start my shaft, the handle part of it out here, and then this will be a ball down here at this end as well. Alright, so this is where I'm at so far. I've got the dipper part of it coming along, and down here is the handle. I'm going to kind of come in a little bit thinner here, but I didn't want to get too thin on it yet. That way it doesn't try to come off there yet. So, but not too bad for my first try. So it's been a little bit of a learning curve. Looks to me like I need to take a little bit more off in here as well. So, but other than that, I think we're getting in the right area at least. So, alright, now this is how we're looking. Got everything across here. This will be my handle, and right there will be where I cut it off. We're getting kind of smooth in there. Looks pretty nice there. That's our olive wood. Like I said, this is Bethlehem Olive Wood. Like I said, we're going to put some mineral oil on this to finish it off. And then I'll actually take it off here and part it off. I'll have to go to the store and get some more mineral oil. I thought I had some on hand, but I don't, so I'll go pick some of that up and come back and try and finish this off. Alright, so here's what it looks like finished. As far as turning, I just need to apply the finish to it. I've decided on going with a mix of mineral oil and beeswax, but the problem I'm having is I went to 3 different stores today and everybody was sold out of mineral oil, so I'll try again tomorrow at one other store, and if not, I'll end up Amazoning it. So that way I can put a finish on it. It's hit or miss when you go online and search the different forums on what finish they would do on a honey dipper. Some say that they would not finish it, just leave it natural. That way it doesn't affect the finish on it, wouldn't affect the taste of the honey. Others say even though you finish it with the mineral oil and beeswax or just mineral oil, the use of it, you're going to get honey stuck to it over time. You'll go to rinse that off and the finish will eventually wear off anyway. So other than that, I don't think it turned out too bad for my first time. So hope everybody enjoys the videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.